Okay, everybody, I'm back. I don't know what the hell happened there. I couldn't see nobody texting me. What the hell? That was crazy, crazy. Getting back, drafting and drafting. As a Washington fan, I just don't believe in that if you draft a player, he's going to be the same player. No, all players on paper is going to be the same, what you see. So, end of the day, we going to have hey Mo, what's up, Joe? So I believe that it's a wait and see for me for any player that's drafted for on any team. Because you cannot jump up and say, "Oh, my team's gonna be great." Oscar, okay, bro. Glad you fixed the chat. Yeah, yeah, I did. Um, I just believe that any team who draft anybody, you don't know what you got. Long time no see, Milk. Hey, what's up? My professional troll. Yeah. So end of the day, I look forward to the season and to what we do as a fan base because end of the day, Jayden Daniels is gonna be better. Y'all can call him skinny. You can do whatever you want. Dexter Lawrence don't want to play for Harvard because he wanted him returning punts. I can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, hit that like button like that, and So I'm gonna put some quick shorts out. I need to do that. Get my channel progressing and stuff like that. I didn't put my. I'm trying to get my channel going as busy as I can because I need to get some. I want to get this new equipment, and I'm gonna put my cash app up there. Um, you know, hold on. It's in the comments. What in the world? I hope that's the right one. Yeah, so I'm trying to get my channel going, and it's all good though. Let's see what I hope this is the right one. So that's my cash app, guys. If anybody wants to send me any donations, I I'll really appreciate that. You know, um, and I'll go and do what I got to do, get that certain equipment that I really need. But I appreciate that the donations for this. I have, I think, I believe, um, I have s- people who are sub up on me right now. Um, I have 166 people. You know, it fluctuates from 166, 167. What's up, Thomas? I didn't see you there. Yes, Mama. Whatever you do, we will support. Be done. The Rant King. Yeah, yeah. Hey, be done. It's hard to live up to the Rant King. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard out here because I was just saying something about the draft that everybody thinking that this player needs this player that. We don't even know. None of these players are going to be who they say we do. Matter of fact, some of the players that you get in free agency or get off of other teams and stuff like that, they not may not pan out. I mean, they may not be able to understand the scheme, the system. They might not like the locker room. position, no matter like the city. It's just one thing after another. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's definitely hard out here for a pimp because these pimps are going down like flies. You know what I'm saying, Thomas? They're going down. Pimping ain't easy, and the game is to be sold, not taught. For real, for real. But I'm just saying, in my mercifulest opinion, the draft is a crapshoot. The draft is a crapshoot, and those who don't believe it is, oh, he was in college, he did this, he did that. There was a quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes. Everybody thought he was going to be the next coming. Vinny Testaverde was a great, great college quarterback. You're right, Mo. I'm over all the draft talk. Every day is a new rumor. Yes, every day is one. Vinny Testaverde was considered to be a can't miss quarterback when he got in the NFL. What happened to that can't miss? Bosworth played for Oklahoma Sooners. He was considered a can't miss talent. Failure. There are so many players that came. Russell, who went to the Raiders, to the Oakland Raiders, and he came this, I guess they call him a bust or what have you. So there are too many times when players are drafted. One, the ego is bigger than it should. Two, they don't meet qualifications, and the moment is too big to get on that field. So those DeMarcus Russell. So those who think that this player and that player is going to do well, Momo, what's going on? Nothing up. I'm chilling, mouse. I'm talking about the draft. Talking about players who are in the draft are not right now, as far as I'm concerned. Most of the draftees who's waiting to get into NFL are hopeful. They are college football players. Again, they're college football players. They're not NFL football players because NFL has a different set. It's a different speed. It's a different mindset. Learning your playbook, because not only in the NFL, you got to learn the offensive playbook. You want to know the defensive playbook. You want to study each game who is going to be that cornerback or that safety or that individual who's going to cover you in coverage. You want to know his tendencies. You want to know, does he go right, left? Does he stutter step? How does he move his feet? How does he move his arms? Is he in position to knock the ball down? How can I put my arm? It's too many things. So when you, as a cornerback going in NFL, you got to learn differently. If you're a running back, you got to learn on both sides of the ball. You just can't learn on one side of the ball because you got to learn what your opponent is, or who he is, and what he is, what he's capable of doing, like that. You have to study him. But most fans don't see it that way. Most fans are saying, hey, he did this in college. Why can't he do it now? And I'm going to tell y'all now. And I'm going to make a prediction. And the prediction is real. And it's nothing and nothing can be said about this prediction. Y'all motherfuckers need to understand what's going to happen with Sonny Styles. He's not going to be the player that you think he's going to be. NFL is a different speed, strength, and the hits are different. The play calls are different. Absolutely, Thomas. Sonny Styles would not be the player you've seen in the combine. He trained for the combine. He went and had a special person coach him up and show him the lifting weights, doing speed, doing 50 drills and all the stuff he was doing. They look amazing. He's not able to do that in a real football game. That was for what? The combine. The track meet. That is the combine. That stupid test they try to test players about their knowledge about the game, but they ain't even test you, my player. They want to know about your past. Hey, have you ever slept with anybody? You got any babies? How many kids you get? How do you believe in menage a trois? Is your mother a hoe? Is your daddy in your life? Did your daddy steal your candy money? They want to know every little thing about that. Yep. So you think that they want to know everything? They want to know is if your mother's a minister, how many people have she saved in her lifetime? They want to know every little thing. And that every little thing should be said about your family. I ain't gonna go and know if I was in that position, I ain't gonna tell you about my family, telling them like that, because it's none of your goddamn business. Period. I'm 10 toes down on that. So when you don't answer the questions in these combines like you should, they give you a bad grade. You difficult. Yep. You difficult. You got an attitude problem. He's not willing to change. He's not willing to change. They do say key words like that. That's what they do. So these players gotta have the mindset. Oh damn! Why? You know what he does ask me? He asked me, how many hours I had sex with my girlfriend, and what questions like that all asked. And these things, it's just cray. Why would you ask a player that? What's up, Dan? Why would you ask a player that? Because they have nothing else to do with their pathetic lives and like that. They are freaks and they're pedophiles. False uncle saying you ask another man about how many times you had sex. I don't know what to tell you about what kind of why you getting off on what I do. So the draft is coming up. The draft talk is nauseating. The draft talk, I heard interview your middle school. I heard they interview your middle school teachers. I don't understand what the hell you interviewing my teacher when I was in the 6th or 7th grade. Stop it. They ain't got nothing else to do with their pathetic life. They were investigating and stuff like that. Investigating. Yeah, I screwed her. I had it in the back closet in the gym room in a dark hallway. How about that one? Stop it with this. So these college players that y'all really think is going to make an impact. All players don't make impact when they join their team. It takes some players a year, 2 years, 3 years. But don't expect miracles on ice. Don't expect miracles. Because not every player don't have the capability to come on notice. Just come on and say, hey, he's going to be this great player. Bane ain't going to do it. Downs ain't going to do it. None of these players, and Mendoza, he is the one, let me just calm myself down. Husa, Mo. Of course, I believe the trip to the moon is real. Momo, your Nationals are 4-8, and my Rangers are 6-5. Do the math. I know, Dane. I know. Let me just talk about Mendoza. We all know Mendoza should even be the number 1 draft pick in this draft. If y'all believe that he's the number one draft pick and he's the best he he is ultimately not the best quarterback I see. For this draft, and how weak and bad this draft is, he fit right in. You see, sometimes a team needs to do what? Go for it. Hey, we ain't drafting you, kid. We ain't drafting your ass. I think we want to do more defense. Get our defense together, and the offense will come later. We could get a veteran. So if they get Cousins, why they need Mendoza? They don't need him. You can get a quarterback. You better get a quarterback in the next season draft. Because you go the Raiders ain't gonna win no more than 6 to 8 games, six or maybe 6 games coming up. So you save that number one draft for a defensive ball player or offensive lineman or an offensive lineman or a wide receiver. You don't need to draft a quarterback because you're not going to win no more than 6 games. So that being said, you save that number one draft choice for somebody else deserving the number one draft choice. Plus, he's not even going to the draft. The number one pick is sitting his asshole. He's not even going to come to the draft. To Pittsburgh to shake the commissioner's hand, walk across that stage, go be in the green room, meeting the other draft choices. I want to be around my family. Negro, please. You need to be there, be sober, so everybody front and center can meet you. The commissioner, the team, the mascots, everybody, so they can shake your hand, hang out with the other draftees who gonna be on the first day. Y'all hang out. They have a symposium. Y'all hang out, go out together, and meet these players. But your dumb ass want to sit around, be around family and friends. Are you gonna be around family and friends when they give you a fucking check? When you sign your first check, when they give you that paycheck, you can't always be around family. You need to be there, be around, and have other players being around you and other team and potentially other teammates being around you so you could get to know the league. But your dumbass want to stay at home. Mouse, to be fair, NFL teams are spending millions and giving up draft capital to draft some of these guys. Mendoza is not going to the NFL draft in Pittsburgh. He will stay home and watch the draft in Miami. Yeah. I think it's stupid. We all know that the draft is a week this year, Momo. We just have to enjoy it with family and friends. Look, that's not what I'm saying, Dan. You got the kid. You have the number one, supposedly the number one draft pick. Everybody knows he's the number one draft pick. He doesn't want to come. He want to stay home with the family. So, because you should be there, get to know the other draftees, get to know the team, because they're gonna be calling you and they're gonna be sending you out to dinner, expect you to do this like that, and they already. Why do you need to be home with your family when your name is called? You already know your name gonna be called. Be there, enjoy the ambiance of Pittsburgh and all the festivities that come around you, and everything is about you. It's a celebration of you. Your family could be there, but you want to be about a bunch of people who ain't gonna be there when you get in trouble. Ain't gonna be there when you sign your first contract. So you're gonna have a bunch of college or teammates from college and friends and family. Nah, you just get the four most important people in your life around there at that table and just chill. You don't need a bunch of people around you. That's stupidity in the highest level. I never go, come on, stop it. I'm gonna read these comments. Momo, he's a kid. He's 22 years old. I'm not surprised. Stop it. See, that's the problem. We give these kids a pass. He's already setting the stage saying he wants a situation where he gonna have a bunch of people around him. No, you could bring. Not everybody is gonna be around you, every step of the way. And all did he say people go be on the football field or the practice field? He's setting the stage. So I personally believe he shouldn't be the number one pick in the draft. I believe they can get a next season is a better chance of better quarterbacks coming out. So the Raiders can pick their litter of what the quarterback's going to be, because next year they will be based on their record. We all know they're going to be a tough. They will be between a 5 and an 8 pick for getting somebody. So there's going to be quarterbacks there where they can pick up. You don't have to draft Mendoza. You don't have to draft him. I agree. I agree. Now you setting the stage is that you want a bunch of people around you at all times. No. Yes, I agree. I agree with you, Thomas. So that's why I said, hey, don't draft this kid. He's not a number one draft pick. If he says he's not going to come, what you mean you're not coming? We got all this shit planned because that's what they do. If you're the number one draft pick, they sit out there, get you in the car, the limo, wine and dine you, the team wine and dine you. Then you meet NFL players. You meet the commissioner beforehand. They go to tell you what's going to happen. You go to these dinners. They give you watches. They give you jewelry. Give you all these gifts to be there like that. They hard earned because you the number one draft number projection number one. So they gonna dine you. They gonna give you things you never had before. And your monkey ass want to sit home. Don't draft. I personally, they don't need to draft him. They can wait till next year to get a quarterback. Let Cousin shoot the range and let him drop. I wouldn't pick him up. I would not draft him because I don't think the Raiders not going. Raiders ain't going. They'll be the sixth worst team, maybe the seventh. They're gonna have 5 to 6 wins. 5 to 6 wins. What's that gonna get you? Nothing. So if they're gonna have only 5, 6 wins, you can find a better quarterback on the next draft. Bet on that. Bet on that. Bet on that. Don't bet on him doing this. What he's doing is wrong. And I just think if I'm wait a minute now. I want to stay home with my what? You so I want some of my college for a house full of people? What? So you don't want to be there with ambiance, how they gonna shuffle and wine and dine you, do things for you, make sure you look good, make sure your parents are taken care of, give you money to spend for your parents, give you even extra money to do this, do that, and whatever. But your monkey ass will sit home and be around your college friends, your college teammates, and a bunch of people who we all know how this works because a lot of times these players like that and your homeboys, boy, they ain't gonna be there for you when you get in trouble, when you got to make that pass, when you're in practice. I'm just saying, some college players, whoever giving him this advice, I can see, hey, my mama don't like traveling. She don't like travel. Okay. My daddy don't like this, my uncle or whoever. But I need to be there. Maybe he'll come to his senses because if he doesn't show up, I will draft somebody else. I would draft somebody else. And I really don't believe he is good as he think he is. As I don't think he is good as the announcers in college football say he is. He just was lucky. Doesn't matter if his mom's is sick. If your mom's is sick, your mother will want you to go. If you know anything about anything, your mother will tell you, "Hey, son, I'm going to watch it. I don't need to be there with you. I want you to go." Any real mother will tell you that. I heard that the NFL told Mendoza that his mother was going to be taken care of during the draft. I know it was. His mother has MS. That's the problem. They would have took care of him, had a section, and made sure she was well taken of, have the best medicine, the best situation where she will be comfortable. I'm just saying that in a nutshell, I don't think he's a number one draft pick. Let's forget about him not going to the draft. They don't need him. They can wait till next year. That's what jersey is that? That's 21. You know who it is? It's Sean Taylor. One of the greatest safeties in the history of the game. I don't think he lived. I don't think he played long enough for him to be a Hall of Famer, but he was heading to that. Yeah, Sean Taylor. I don't think he lived long enough to become a Hall of Famer, but he was on his way at the time. That's one thing about NFL. They will make sure that the parents are taken care of. I agree. But I just don't believe he's the number one draft pick. I think they'll get a better quarterback for the next season. Don't draft this kid. You're gonna be sorry. Then next year you're gonna be looking with your mouth wide open when all these better quarterbacks come out. He's not that very good of a quarterback in my eyes. He's not a number one draft choice. I think you're better suited to get somebody on the offensive line. And core up your defense. You got Cousins. Let Cousins be the starter for the whole season. Have some backups for Cousins, and you're done. And they might surprise all of us. They might just not draft him. Stranger things has happened. That's the one thing. Yeah. So that's what I would do. But I just came in here and say what I got to say about that. Guys, don't fall for this crap of a draft. Don't fall for this about these mock draft. A lot of these players will have to work their way in to playing football. The football and the same. They don't practice like they used to. They barely do anything in practice. Practice, it's not the same anymore. Their bodies ain't tough enough anymore because you don't get used to the pain, the physicality. So that's why a lot of these players get hurt the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season because their mind is not in shape and their body's not in shape. So let's stop with that. But anyways, thank y'all for coming. So